Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing and hitting that like button in order to support this channel. So in today's video, I want to do a quick update on my second grader's curriculum and how she has liked things so far this year. We have made some changes along the way. We have added and taken away some things, so I want to share that with you today. So new for her this second semester is Heritage Studies 2. She's doing the distance learning online program. This is what we were going to use as a group at the beginning of the year. I had this as our group study. I never got to it. It was going to be teacher-led for me, but we got really heavy into Beautiful Feet books, and we still are. We're loving that. And so this kind of just didn't come into play. But I did want my daughter to do it. It's only one semester, so I signed her up for the distance learning. Originally, I had all three of my kids sit in front of the TV. I hooked up the computer to the television, and they were just doing the lesson together. But quickly I realized it wasn't going to work because my first grader wasn't really interested and my 4-year-old was very distracting, but my second grader wanted to learn. So because there's a lot of referencing their books and going into like the glossary, there's a lot of talking in between like the learning of the facts, and so that just didn't work for my first grader and my kindergartner. But my second grader is doing it, and I will do an update at the end of the school year and just kind of let you know how she liked the distance learning. So for geography, she is just doing this Evan Moore daily geography. She had this last year. We didn't finish it completely, and so she does one of these a day. Now it's designed to do like a lesson per week, and they break it down and give you 2 questions per day of the week, but my daughter likes to get one a day and do all the questions, and I don't mind. It's really not designed that way because they want the child to keep referencing the map, but she likes the activities and kind of grasps things pretty quick and wants to move on, and I'm just letting her do that. For language arts, she's doing Foundations D. She has completed A, B, and C, and now she's on to D. There's 40 lessons in here, and she'll be done with this at the end of the year. She has learned how to be such a good reader. She's a great decoder. She's learned about 31 spelling rules and 75, I want to say, phonograms, and with those she's able to decode 98% of the words she comes across. So this has been really exciting. This is going to be a little bit more challenging than the ones past. There's more reading, and so more copy work and things. So we'll see how we progress with this. There's going to be a little bit more writing, I believe. But yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to do essentials next year. I kind of want to because the advanced phonograms are in essentials. There's about 48 of them, and those will help with vocabulary and decoding those bigger words. So I'm not sure, but for right now, this is working, and this is what we're going to stick with. She does 2 Explode the Code books every year. She just finished book 3, and that was really good. She loved it. I have book 4 here, but I am going to put it on the shelf because Foundations D is going to take up more time than the other levels. I just told her we were going to skip this. She's kind of like doesn't want to, but I think it's just going to be too much writing for her right now. So I'm going to put this aside, and she'll come back to it after Foundations. For math, we are doing Horizons. I apologize if this wasn't in my other video. Someone did kindly mention to me that I left it out, but we are doing Horizons Math 2, and she's doing really good. She loves math. She's a mathy kid. She's learning graphing, measuring, temperature, estimation. I think they're going into multiplication and I believe some division, but she's doing really well. The teacher's manual is what I have an issue with, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with math for her next year, but she's doing really good with math. We are also doing the Kumon Telling Time book. She just does a page a day front and back in the time book, and this like focuses on minutes and things, so she's doing really well with that. And then she also does a one side of the Kumon money counting. She loves to count her money in her piggy bank and figure out how much she has for the items that she wants to save up for. So we do this. Horizons does do math. They go over math concepts with money and time as well, but we just have that extra. For calendar, she uses this cute Animal Friends coloring calendar. It is by Christian Light Publications, and it's pretty simple calendar. What she does is she just does her weather, and then she puts the date. That's pretty much it. And we started this back in July, so she'll keep this. Okay, for handwriting, we started the year with Printing Power by Handwriting Without Tears, or Learning Without Tears, and she did probably 5 weeks worth of lessons, and then we stopped because her handwriting is really good. She has great spacing, and her handwriting is very pretty, and so I didn't think she needed to do this, but she wanted to keep doing it. But she said, "Mom, can I do cursive?" And I thought, oh, wait a second, I didn't even think of that, because I know that's 3rd grade, so I wasn't sure. So I decided to pick up this handwriting level 4 from The Good and the Beautiful. And this handwriting for cursive is just, I believe, an introduction. So the thing about this is there's really no teaching them about how to connect the letters. They just kind of trace, and I guess kids can learn that way, and she was doing fine with it, but she wanted more. But she did get about 50 lessons in this done, and then we went back to Handwriting Without Tears. I ordered her this grade 3 book, and she just started it this semester, but she's doing great. She's learning about how to connect the letters, and she's familiar with this program, and they introduced the Magic C and how it travels and connects, and so this is her style. So we're going to stick with that. For spelling, at the beginning of the year, we were doing spelling UC. We did several lessons in book 1. We didn't even get to part 2. This was just too easy for her in book 1 at the time. She was really progressing really well with foundations, and she was reading like 2-syllable words and able to decode and spell a lot of big words, and so this just kind of didn't work out for her, but I kept it because this might work for my 1st grader. So we decided to go back to spelling workout for a little bit. She did this through the summer, and then we stopped to start spelling UC, and then we just pulled it back out because she wanted to do a spelling program, and she liked it. But then she saw this after doing spelling UC and was spoiled. She was just spoiled by all the color. She didn't want to do this black and white. So we stopped at a couple lessons in. She did a couple lessons, and then we put this aside. So I just pulled out Horizons, spelling and vocabulary. So this is really good for her. She uses the spelling dictionary, so she can look up the words that she needs to, and in the back, she puts in her new working words. And as she does a lesson, she'll just go and reference the dictionary. So we just started this semester. So she's only a couple lessons in, but the way this is laid out is that they want the child to put their words down from like how, I don't know how to say this. They basically just put down the words the way they think it's spelled, okay, from their list. Put them down here. Then you make all the corrections, and then they would practice all the ones they got wrong. And then here they'd use it in a sentence, and then here they'd practice some more. We're not doing any of that. She is just going to get her list, and these are bigger words, 2-syllable words, so this is good for her. And she's going to just do the little activities they have here. And I like that this has reading too. So she'll do that, and then I'm not sure if on the 5th day I'm gonna give her a test or not. We'll see how foundation spelling works out for her this semester. And then I'll decide from there whether or not I'm gonna do the spelling tests for her. But anyway, that's it for spelling. She's really liking these Sophie Mouse chapter books right now. She's on book 5, and there's 8 books, and she's been reading like one a day. So it's a lot of reading. There's like over 100 pages, so that's a lot for her. So yeah, that's exciting. But that is it for my second grader, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with some more videos. Thanks.